billion anonymous researchers. Who's ready for some booms? Boom, boom, boom. Some Q today during the show. Wow, here we are, guys. Fight, and fight we will, and fighting is what we do, but we do it the right way, guys. We do it through, digital soldiers, Q Army, guys. We are the Q Army, and we couldn't do it without you guys. And welcome to the show, guys. What is the date today? It is 12/4, December 4th, 2019. And we got Mr. Shady Groove waiting in the waiting room. Mr. Shady Groove, who is my partner in justice, by the way. Come on in here.
Get me out of the waiting room.
Get in here, Shady. Get in here, buddy.
Good morning from the West Coast.
Good morning from the West Coast and good afternoon from the East Coast. We cover all coasts, guys. We are actually worldwide, Shady.
We are worldwide, and it is amazing to see all of the wonderful Anons across the globe posting their sauce.
Posting the sauce. We bring the sauce, guys. You guys bring the sauce. We got some awesome mods out there. Please, if you have any questions for the mods, make yourself comfy and cozy. Maybe take a break from the bull beep impeachment. And let's have some fun. Let's go over some Q because, Shady, it's going to be biblical.
Biblical.
Right, and Frank.
Breaking them down, my friend.
Thank you, and Frank. You guys rock. If you have questions, please drop it to the mods. They'll get it to us, and we'll try to answer your questions as we go along. Volume is low on both of you. Shouldn't be. Let me just crank my mic up a little bit. How's that? Is that better? 5.5. Give me a 5.5.
Crank it up.
Crank it up, guys. Crank it. All right, where's my pop-out chat, guys? I'm a little discombobulated here today. We do have two sponsors today, Shady.
Nice.
Very happy to have a new sponsor, and let me get that right over here. This is the QUS flag pin. Who wants one of those? Me. Right? So here, I'm going to drop you the link. If you actually want anything on their site, this is the site directly to get for the Q pin with credit going to help the show. So you get an awesome Q pin with an awesome Q on it. Amazing. They've got other stuff as well. If you go to checkout, use ITM in lowercase if you want anything else from this awesome site. Patriot Pins is amazing. It's thepatriotpin.com. There is that Q flag. Show your support for the QAnon movement. Fellow Qs will easily recognize you when you wear that patriotic Q flag pin that is made, guess where, Shady?
In the USA?
In the US of A. The QUS flag pin is handcrafted and backstamped with proudly made in the USA and thepatriotpin.com. So God bless you guys. I hope you guys like it. I kind of like it. Prime Mover, hello. Song Bay, what's up? And yeah, look at the price, $17.45. That's amazing. Also, guys, we got the Red Pill Living, okay? Red Pill Living for your health. We're going through a lot of stuff with health issues. You can get a gift card right now. Go to redpilliving.com/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. They want to ban carbon, but carbon, what if carbon, Shady, would extend your life? Not just any carbon, the C60 carbon. There's a 2012 toxicity study that found lifespan almost doubled in rats. The rats are panicking, Shady, that are given C60s. And why does that matter? People who take C60 report that their hair returns to its youthful color, vision gets clear, the physical energy is sustained throughout the day. They also report increased libido, Shady, and clearer, smoother skin. So it works by selectively neutralizing the most toxic free radicals in your bodies that cause aging. And you're a patriot with high standards. I know you are, because I am. And you'll be pleased to know that redpillliving.com/intheMatrixx with 3 X's is free from toxic solvents and made with superior 99.99% vacuum oven filtered carbon, guys. It's suspended in a high-grade olive oil and manufactured in a quality-controlled environment to ensure the highest standards. redpillliving.com/intheMatrixx with 3 X's. And it is Patriot owned, by the way, guys. Also, I'm going to give you a code. It's Matrixx with 3 X's or intheMatrixx with 3 X's to get you 10% off, guys. So go over there, check it out. Thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you to the sponsors, and thank you to the Patriots that are supporting our sponsors. This is a win-win-win, helping us help you help them.
Hello, Endgame 20, and Endgame 20 is saying, where we go, when we go out, to all you beautiful Patriots. Wow, guys, thank you. And I wanted to also thank again Anne Frank. You guys, thank you so much. We could not do this show without you. And we're live again, Shady. We're live.
And I know I can't think of much I'd rather be doing.
I know. It was fun. You know, we were 90 days dark, Shady.
I know.
And it's kind of interesting, right? It almost matched the Q 93 days dark. But, you know, it wasn't the same. However, we still flowed. You know, we still flowed. We're out here hanging with you beautiful Patriots. Prime Mover says carbon is one of the building blocks of life on Earth. And that is absolutely right. The eugenics movement is evil. Prime Mover, I agree with you 100%. So get your C60, redpillliving.com/intheMatrixx with 3 X's. All right. So that's it, Shady. Those are our beautiful, wonderful people that are helping us.
Sponsors?
Yeah, sponsors, right? We got sponsors.
Yes.
I'm actually super excited about this one, by the way.
Me too.
Again, it's if you go to this, I'm going to hit you the link right here. It's not below yet because this is brand new just now. Paste. Boom. There's the link to get the Patriot pin. Use code ITM in lowercase if you go anywhere else, okay, on the site. But this one, if you just buy it, boom, it goes right to this show. Thank you very much, guys. All right, so look, we had some Q posts on the show yesterday, Shady.
We did.
We asked for it. We got it, didn't we?
We did.
So we're going to go through the thread because, you know, it actually kind of was amazing because we actually we did some, you know, digging on this one too. Oh, but that's a bad one. Let me go to the QAG here. Hang on, here it is. So this is the Reuters. It's the WHO audits where the money actually goes, right, for the summit, the climate change. What percent is typically categorized as costs? How much will the Paris Agreement cost? Sophia, thank you. Where we go one, we go all. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being you. This is how they steal our taxpayer money, guys. It's the con. They determine. Yeah, exactly right, Shady. They determine the topics that have emotional pull, connect on vocal types, create a media blitz. They scare you, right? The scare campaign, talking points, alarmist. Oh, the world's going to end if we don't get global warming, whatever you want to call it.
So how many times have you heard the word concerned in the last 2 weeks?
Oh my gosh, I'm so concerned, and that's an impeachable offense, Shady.
I'm more concerned than anyone.
That's an impeachable offense.
That concerned me.
Right? So they use they deploy circular reporting and groupthink tactics like an echo chamber to artificially raise the public outcry. And then they use the public outcry to justify billion-dollar taxpayer spend. Rinse, repeat. They do this over and over, guys. Jeff Gully, we are the noose now. And that's Noose. That's right, Jeff Gully. Thank you so much. We are the noose. We are the digital soldiers out there. We are the Q Army fighting every day.
We're the ones they're afraid of.
We are the one. Yeah. Us.
I mean, you know, like the only fear that they have is, like you said, public awakening, and you guys and us and this platform represents a public awakening.
That's right. That's right. And they don't like that, Shady. They don't want you awake. They want you back asleep watching Netflix.
And they want you confused, and they want you like chasing rabbits going down the wrong holes.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
We're in the right area of attack.
That's right. We are, and we're gonna do it, guys. I know we got all this censorship stuff coming up with YouTube, right, and Twitter. I just actually think we're gonna be okay. I'm saying it now. I'm praying. However, Stephen Carr, Netflix and chill. I actually had to ask my daughter what that meant, Shady, and she thought,
did?
Yeah, and she's like, Dad. I'm like, what? And I didn't like what it meant. Especially asking my daughter. Oh, God. All right, so so this is what they do. Nobody audits where the money goes. They present to original mandate salary of a U.S. senator, right? We know that they only make, $60,000 a year, whatever that is.
Roughly 200 something ish.
Yeah. How are they worth 4 million, 150 million? How are they, guys? How does that work? Net worth pre-office and net worth post-office. We know Obama was worth less than 1 million or 1 million before office and then 12 million after, guys. How do they do this? Give or take. And those are just off the cuff. I believe that's correct. But how do these elected officials become mega multimillionaires? Corruption? That's logical thinking, isn't it, Shady?
It is logical thinking, and the corruption is the term that anons need to be using everywhere.
That's right. Logical thinking, guys. And this has been going on for a long time.
That's where your government runs amok.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And here we go, Shady. This is the House Speaker Pelosi, at the climate summit, violating the Logan Act, in my opinion, saying that we're still in it, even though our president, on behalf of me, Shady, and you and everybody out here, says
all these great patriots.
Yeah, all these great patriots say we want out, and she says we're still in. How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you? Right.
How dare you?
This is the direct violation of everything that. Isn't it interesting how there's in their impeachment proceedings so concerned about being above the law and who is and who isn't and the president, but this is acting out above the law, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This is
exactly what she's doing. She is acting outside of her purview of jurisdiction in the House.
That's right. That's right. And
so again, they're accusing us of, or our side of what they are doing.
Learn the term projection.
Exactly.
That's right. This is a Logan Act violation, in my opinion. I mean, she's over there with other governments, with other foreign governments. So she's negotiating, saying we're still in something that we're out of. And she's unauthorized to do this.
Steal from the poor to give to themselves.
Right. They're going to steal from everybody to give themselves, man. I mean, how funny is it? You got all these millionaires and billionaires on stage arguing to take money from millionaires. It's the funniest thing.
They turned the Robin Hood thing on its head.
Anna Lizzie, oh my gosh. Anna Izzy. You are amazing. You're the one that's amazing. Shady, tell her.
Anna, you're amazing.
Yes, absolutely. We are going dark to light, guys. This is what's happening. We are awake now, folks. And I was saying this. I don't know. Was I saying this to the folks? Maybe you were there, Shady. But my mom, the boomer generation that they're there's the boomers. Oh, you're just a boomer.
Grifters or the boomers?
Grifters and boomers. So the boomers, and we're boomer kids. I'm a boomer kid, right? And if my mom, who is a boomer, had the information that I had today, we would not be in this shit show.
Nope. If they used the control of all media in the 60s to wield a whole generation of people who decided to go against America. Yeah,
and we always questioned authority. My mom always taught, hey, make sure it's a cop before you know it's a cop. Question if somebody asks you to do something, question it. Make sure you agree with it. Now we can't question anything, or you're called a truther. So the boomer generation and our generation are the last generations that actually question things, in my opinion. Fight.
It's true, and you have to understand that the younger generation in particular that were young when 9/11 happened, they have a whole different mindset than us.
Right.
They're 50% of them say that you should just believe the government, and of my generation, less than 10% would have said that.
Right. They, my grandparents, they believed the government. Well, my grandfather was actually, he didn't like the IRS, so he was actually kind of a patriot ahead of his time.
He was red-pilled.
But they listened to their doctors. They did everything the doctor said. Here, get your eugenics shot today. Okay. I got to go to the doctor and get another shot today. We never questioned. They never questioned. There's three things you don't talk about at the dinner table, Shady. Taxes, government, politics, right, and religion. Those are the three things that they were taught never to talk about at the dinner table. Now I think it's time to talk about it, guys.
We got to start talking about it, Matrixxx.
This was a Sarah Carter tweet, guys. Did you see this? This is how they spent the money that we entrusted them to save the planet. $31.8 million was on staff, salaries, travel, and operations. 4.1 million actually in real climate programs.
That seems lopsided.
It just seems like a big party or something.
Yeah, well, they're traveling around, aren't they, destroying the environment?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't they stay home if they're going to protect the environment?
I mean, right. They're flying around, traveling, burning carbon, right? You know, and how would Greta Thunberg, how dare you, Speaker Pelosi, how dry I am, and Leonardo Titanic DiCaprio feel about that?
Yeah, they're telling me that us sending text messages and emails are a huge carbon footprint while they fly around in private jets.
Listen, I'm gonna make some carbon. Ready? Look at.
Oh, you're triggering them.
Oh, but and look, that tree outside my window just turned it into oxygen. So we're good.
Stop breathing. Maybe that's what the plan is.
That is the plan, dude. Ooh, God, we're stupid. Look at this is the con. This is another con post, right? Welcome to the con. So this one is, two tweets. Democrat spending bill offers $12 billion more for foreign aid, zero for border wall. Right. This one was really they stepped on their own selves. Why do D's always force R's, including spending bills, for approval? Billions of dollars for foreign aid. Who audits where the money actually goes? How do politicians become extremely wealthy while in office on government salaries? How do XYZ organizations, etc., remain funded? Why do D's only care about control and power? Power the purse. Power equals protection. The wheel of corruption. Welcome to the con, Q. And
that says a lot, doesn't it?
Very good. Yes, absolutely. And again, we had Q post on our show today. Come on, Q, post again.
You know the DNC's broke?
Yes. Yeah, we reported on that, 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, they're still not gaining any cash. They're just as much cash on hand as they have debt right now. So they are not raising any money, and they're freaking.
Average Joe says, I got mail. By the way, thank you, Average Joe. Our Average Joe is the Patriot pin. Right here.
Dun, dun, dun.
So make sure you get over there. Get one. He's amazing. He fought for our country. God bless you, sir. And there's the code right there to get right into it. And that will help our show. Thank you very much, sir. I can't tell you how thankful we are. All right, so look at this. This is the photo that Q posted, right? This is the Eiffel Tower, right? So this was never seen before on the internet, Shady.
A brand new image.
Right? And there was a Q post that says, for a LARP, we sure do get a lot of coverage. Must be all the original pics. Here's an original pic, guys. There's an original pics, guys. Pick. Now, we're going to kind of dig into this pic a little bit, but I just wanted to point out that Google co-founder Larry Page and Sergey Brin relinquished control of Alphabet to Sundar Pichai, guys.
Where are you guys going?
Well, Shady, let me pull that up real quick. Let me get a new tab because I actually tweeted on that today, Shady, and it's something that only you and I and maybe SGT Report, maybe a handful of others are talking about, Shady. Let me get to that real quick. Hang on 1 second, because it's huge, Shady. It is huge, and here it is. Here it's coming your way, guys. Right now, it's coming on screen. There it is. Remember we were talking about all this, trust and antitrust. Do you trust MSM? Yeah. Do you trust? Right, starts forward. Trust. Q's gavel leads to an antitrust. Trust. So look at Google co-founders. This is news today. Google co-founders step aside as antitrust scrutiny heats up. Shady.
They're getting out of the pot before it gets hot.
Shady. What begins with a B and ends with an O or ends with an M?
Boom.
Yes, that's exactly right, Shady. Boom. So
or you could go boom.
Oh my gosh, Shady, the boom. That's a good boom. You got some nice booms there, my brother. All right, so guys, this is the thread. This is the Trust the Plan thread, guys. All right, get on that if you haven't seen it.
This is relevant.
Totally relevant. This is a year ago, Shady. Almost a year delta to these.
I know. We've been doing this that long.
Oh, my gosh. Here's December 7th. We're talking about the pay sewer companies and the railroad, guys.
About a year ago, yeah.
Here's who owns your Federal Reserve, guys. The Charleston, Cincinnati, and Chicago Railroad Company. That's who the Federal Reserve is. Do you know also George Bush? I wouldn't think he's related, right? He's a Republican. Well, he had the Republic Bank in 87 to form First Republic, that later absorbed by Nations Bank, which became, dun, 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 Bank of America. And that's the Bank of Lancaster, which is the original Paysor Bank, guys, in the Carolinas. You know, guys, it's just, you can't make it up, folks. And this thread, this thread that we did, Shady, is absolutely amazing. There's Q's gavel, right? See it? Remember that on Patriots Fight, guys. Remember? I remember. And, here I am. Why does Q say trust all the time, Shady? Why? So I said, trust the MSM, Facebook, Google? No, I don't trust. So I Googled trust and antitrust, and guess what? I found this. The first time Q's gavel was ever on the web, May 11, 2009. What's that article called, Shady?
Restoring Trust in Antitrust Enforcement.
Wow. So is this how we're going to get them, guys? You see?
This is how we're going to get all of the platforms, because now we've got them commenting that they can edit anything that they want, so that they're not actually a platform.
That's right. And also, remember, Shady, the 99? Remember 99? Because those dominoes with the 17, right? The 17 domino are from what was it? What was it called? 999, right? It was called the 99 domino game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So let's look at Q Post 99. Here it is. U.S. assets, location, who was arrested in SA, defined, background, Huma, foundations, institutes, Soros. Who was killed in SA? Who fired? Who really fired? Why would we fire? Follow the money. Who pulls the strings? Strings detached. Open season on puppets. Who are the puppets? Where are the puppets? Global. I think our president was with the puppets today. MSM, Mockingbird, Secret Agents, A. Cooper, family background, Vanderbilt. Why is this relevant? Why is this relevant?
This post was early on in November of 17. This was right when, remember, all of the stuff going on in Saudi Arabia, where they were rounding people up, and then they had the helicopter attack on that compound.
Yes. Oh, and Angela Snowden.
This was the beginning of these foundations and stuff being exposed to the Patriots.
That's right. And Angela Snowden, thank you. It was called Double Nines, Shady. Double Nines, so Q Post 99. Yeah. So that's another thing that maybe our First Lady was saying, hey, look at this, guys. It's open season on the puppets. Now look at this.
Season.
So, hey, Q, does P equal Paysor? Q Post 1970.
And therein leads to the con today.
That's it. The big con, the biggest of the biggest, the biggest of the biggest. All these families are Paysor conglomerates, guys.
Agents of trust.
Agents of the trust. They're trustees. And
yes, they are.
Don't forget.
None of them really own any of it.
Don't forget, Loop Capital is a bloodline. Reynolds. James Reynolds. You ever heard of Reynolds? Shady, they make those things that you smoke.
They do.
They do.
A lot of stuff.
Also, there's a page that also helped him as well. And there's the Reynolds bloodline. Huh. Very interesting. They weren't very nice. They weren't very godly. That's why this is going to be biblical, folks. All right, so that's just kind of going over some of this stuff, guys.
If you have not dug into this thread, you need to, because it is a very good red pill.
Yes, and remember, we've got executive orders, so we can prove that he's cutting the strings, because this is an executive order blocking the property of persons involved in serious human rights abuse or corruption. Boom. Guess where that goes, Shady? It goes right into the Treasury. It goes into your pockets, Shady. It goes into Andy Social's, Vernon's, Mary's pocket, Sandy's pocket, Cute Up's pocket, Jackie's pocket, Karen's pocket. Joseph goes into your pocket too.
Well, I think that the Anons are starting to see this connection between our old world, which was pre-Federal Reserve, pre-taxes, and our new world, which is post-Federal Reserve, post-taxes, and the difference in our wealth is strikingly obvious.
Shady, they never thought she would lose. Now they all lose. Q plus.
Anyone who plays the game.
That's right.
No deals.
That's right.
You guys think they're so smug. They think they're so smug and smart in their Hollywood whatever you want to call it, but it's not working. They're not following the stars, Matrixx.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Very sad day and night in Paris, Nancy Pelosi. Maybe she should reread this tweet. Maybe it's time to end the ridiculous and extremely expensive Paris Agreement and return money back to the people in the form of lower taxes, Nancy. The U.S. was way ahead of the curve on that, and the only major country where emissions went down last year. We were, guys. Thank
12,
you.
8, 18.
Thank you. Right? So this is a very good thread. Look at this. Who's behind him? The Monopoly man. Monopoly. Antitrust. Google CEO.
Now he's gone.
Google. Antitrust fine.
Wonder if they're having problems at Google, Matrixx.
They are having problems. Engineers are even suing them right now.
And the exposure with Zach and Veritas. I mean, everybody is everybody's seeing the con for what it really is. I mean, the con is turned into resistors.
That's right. That's right. So remember, Watch the Water. You guys know Watch the Water, right? You guys know trust. So do you trust Google? Trust Sessions? Trust all that? So you got 5, Watch the Water, and Trust. The Depository Trust Corporation on 55 Water Street, New York, New York. They cleared $1.61 quadrillion. There's your Y heads. And the owls. So why is DTCC and owl is the Federal Reserve, guys? Because there's an owl right there. Their need for symbolism, right? So you never know, guys. This is just a thread that I came up with. Here's another one right here. Q was talking about Q and Q plus, and that's a zero always made into Q. Well, it was interesting that these guys were doing T plus zero trading, guys. It used to be T3. Now they can do it automatically. And here's your owls, right? How many Federal Reserves are there? There they are. Who knows, guys? Just check it out. Keep digging. It's an amazing thread there. It even talks about the media corporations. It talks about everything. So let's go back to where we were with Q before. So this is kind of like some comms. This is a very good, well done graphic by brilliant Anon. Graham, DOJ watchdogs, FISA report will be released on D9, right? And then we got that 12/9 Justice Q. The time on the watch is 1:29, 12/9. So very interesting. The hotel and the pictures, all of that is leading into some comms to us Anons.
Also with the time on the watch, it was December 2nd. So that time on that watch picture was taken that day, like literally 2 minutes before that post was made.
That's right.
And it pointed to 12/9.
And whose show was on at that time?
It was us.
It was us? Huh. And whose red dress is that in the watch? That's interesting. I don't know. Just saying. Very interesting. God bless our First Lady. All right, so this was interesting, guys. You remember that this picture was called ParisEF.png. So Shady, me, and Poussant we're actually kind of doing some digging last night.
And boy, did we find something.
I just put Paris EF in there, and guess what? Educational Tours, EF, the Education Foundation. Holy moly, guys. We thought maybe it was.
Look at that.
We thought maybe it was Lisa Page right there, and we're like going, "Oh my gosh, that could be Lisa Page." But look, this is a lady from EF taking a picture of this girl that says New York, and there's a guy looking on at the person taking the picture with an FG, which means Fear God shirt.
So was the guy with the shirt watching the person with the camera take the picture of the person who is from the EF tours taking a picture of whoever the student is?
Right. And look at this. British teachers caught up in China drug scandals.
And boy, we found some corruption in that organization.
We also, hey, look, Shady, the guy's name is Holt, and I won the Holt Award, okay? All right? There's nothing to say here, Shady. Nothing to say here.
Where is that prize? Did you put that with your blue dress painting in Epstein's house?
That was what yes.
Did Jeff get to keep all your trophies, Bill?
He's got them all. So look, look at what they have to wear. This is the dress code. What's that lady wearing, Shady? Looks like a dress code.
Khaki pants and a blue top.
Right. So my theory, and Shady and I were all kind of talking about Shady. We were kind of talking about, is this guy, whoever's taking this picture, taking a picture of this girl getting a photo from the EF Tour person? Not sure if EF Tour is involved or not, but are they saying, hey, who wants this girl? If so, we'll grab her. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is just a theory. There's something big. Also, notice the Al Black writing on the floor. That's on Epstein's temple. That's in Syria. That's everywhere. That's even in Washington D.C. This is something that Kiwi Patriot and Pseudonym have dug into big time.
And so with this company, they do educational tours. They've been around. The Holt guy, Bertelli Holt, started it in 1965. This looks like a front for a massive organization to move people around the planet unseen.
You think? Here they are right here. EF opens up a world of possibilities, Shady.
Go ahead and send your kids.
Send your kids. Host a student, foreign exchange. Now, there's people that we know.
We don't want them. You'll get them back.
And we're not saying that this whole thing is bad, guys, because, look, you're just, because I know a lot of people that have sent their daughters and stuff overseas and exchange programs and stuff. But this is very suspect. Maybe there is something to it, Shady.
Well, considering it said Paris EF, that's kind of why we got on. This was the JPEG of the picture. That definitely looks like an EF organization person taking that picture with the red bag. So 1 + 1 is kind of 2 with this. This goes back to 65. The organization goes back to Switzerland. The guys from Sweden.
Not Switzerland. Yeah, Sweden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are headquartered in Switzerland. I'm sorry.
They're headquartered in Switzerland, but the guys from Sweden.
Yes.
So here again, we're all, everything leading back to the same players, and Q kind of pointed us right to this.
Yeah. So more digging is necessary. They're founded in 65 in Sweden. Also, they got 114 countries they're in. They've got 845 positions and 974 locations. About them, apparently they've got 52,000 employees, guys. Very interesting, huh?
And they also have a network. We dug into their network of other companies that are, EF, and there's tremendous amounts of philanthropic organizations under the title of educational, well, whatever.
And their headquarters are in Lucerne, Switzerland.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, Shady, they also have this thing where they have the Hult International Business School. HULT is the organizer. He's the main person. Interesting that they have this Hult award, right, where every campus and school basically can win $1 million, right? And it's an award that they do. And guess where that foundation is located, Shady?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Mexico. Here's the Hult Prize. I'm winning. Shady, look.
I told you, Bill.
Shady, that's me.
You love to win prizes, don't you?
I got my hand on the cup.
I touched it.
I touched it. Touch my cup. Oh my gosh. So solving the world's most pressing challenges is not just the right thing to do, it's also good business. Ahmad Asghar, CEO of Hult Prize.
Nothing to see there.
Nothing to see here. And here's the hultprize.org. Just very interesting, guys. This is just a little bit of a dig that you guys can do. Look at where they at. Looks like an island. Cancun. Oh my gosh, guys. So there you go. There's the 2020 $1 million. There's 10 spots to win the $1 million, guys. So just some things to think about. Shady and I were just doing some digging. What's that?
I said I don't trust EF.
No. About
just
Hult.
Me.
You don't trust them? Why?
No. Just intuition.
Intuition, leading a generation to change the world so we can be like this. Wouldn't this be a great future, guys?
They want the world changed. They want the whole world a third world country so they can control us all.
Yeah, look at that. That's what we can be.
If you have means, money, or time, you're a threat.
Right. So there's the Hult vision. There's our team: Ahmad Asghar, Hodges, Philip Hult. That's one of the children.
Philip is his son.
Yep, Philip and Edward.
And there's actually another one too, Alexander, that's not mentioned here.
Right. So
All connected to very interesting globalist organizations, including the UN.
that's right. Yep. And they
all want us in the Paris Accord, probably.
And we found a girl named Epstein as well, which was very interesting, huh?
Yep, Sabrina Epstein.
Yeah. So, anyways,
this was very interesting. It did not seem like that picture was just of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There's more to it, guys. And what are shovels used for?
Digging.
Damn straight. So dig, and I was actually happy to see.
What else are you gonna do with the dang thing?
I know, right? You got to dig. I was actually happy to see a lot of this stuff went onto the chans, guys. Thank you. Here's a new Q post that we got last night at about almost 8 o'clock, 19:59 and 46 seconds. Shady. Happy holidays.
I love it when Q takes an anon meme and reposts it. That's so awesome.
I love it. Love it. And guess who that is, guys? That's Newsom and Nancy Pelosi.
Why do they look cold?
Her hair looks like it's on fire.
I know.
Apparently, wasn't this post was actually deleted off his board as well? This was post number 80, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like he cleared Patriots or decoms overnight or something.
89. Yeah, 89. Interesting. And it's interesting that the numbers, like, where are all the other posts, right? So, 89. Let's go to Q drop 89, Shady. Is it relevant? Oh, it's just thank you, Anon.
This was whenever we were putting the map together of the original posts.
Right. So FBI and MI, military intelligence, have open investigations into the Clinton Foundation. Yeah. Why didn't Comey drop this? Who was the FBI director during the Haiti crisis? How many kids disappeared? Oh, my God, Shady. How much money was sent to the Clinton Foundation under the disguise of Haiti relief and actually went to Haiti?
None.
What countries donated big money to Clinton Foundation? SA? Why is this relevant? Why is it relevant, guys? Snow White? Interesting.
The con is being uncovered.
Interdasting, right? That was weird. Okay, so here we go. Look at this, guys. A sentence is worth 1,000 pictures. Look at that, guys. This is Trump Train. This was retweeted by our beloved Q. Here it is right here. It's Q post 3649. It says it's a Trump train, and apparently Trump train is gone. People were saying that, oh my gosh, after he dropped this, they're gone. This was dropped on and retweeted by our president on November 28th, 2018, guys, okay? But the fact that our president retweeted that is just troller in chief.
It's fascinating.
So now that Russia collusion is a proven lie, when do the trials for treason begin? And what does Q say?
Thing down.
Wait, there we go.
I'm gonna pull the whole thing down. I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gotta be biblical.
Biblical. It's gonna be biblical, Shady.
Biblical.
Wow.
And that's relevant because everything, I mean, I know it's, you know, it seems unusual, but everything we are fighting now is well documented in ancient text.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, this has been going on for at least 6,000 years, maybe longer.
That's right. And guys, check this out. I do have it for you if you want to tweet it. You don't have to go to YouTube. You can tweet it right here. This is the law-abiding citizen. It's going to be biblical. He says, I'm going to pull the whole thing down. I'm going to bring the whole beeping, diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's going to be biblical. Now, remember, we pointed out the writing, the Al block writing on the pavers
on the floor.
Pavers on the floor with the Eiffel Tower. We got the Al Black writing on Jeffrey Epstein. We've got it in oh my gosh, we don't say it. What does Gary Johnson forget all the time?
The what?
What does Gary Johnson forget? What didn't he know again? What was it called? It's in Syria.
Oh, the bathhouse?
Yeah, and where did that bathhouse lead us to? Oh my gosh, Shady, I'm having a fart.
I'm
Brain fart.
trying. I mean, I know which bathhouse you're talking about.
Aleppo. Thank you very much.
Aleppo. There you go. Sorry.
See, Kanish, thank you very much. That's why we need to be live, Shady, because these guys are amazing.
I know. Sometimes both of us miss it.
I know. And Miss Q says Epstein's Island. That's right. Hi, Miss Q. Russ Ayers, thank you, Russ. Yes, Aleppo is it. The Citadel, right? Says Kiwi Patriot. Kiwi has done a lot of research on this, guys. And what is Aleppo? That's right. What is Aleppo? Gary Johnson, remember that? That's so funny. All right, guys, I found this too on the boards, and I had to post it. Let's check this out.
Judicial Watch just forced the State Department to admit there was classified information on the laptop of Anthony Weiner, including the identity, yes, Anthony Weiner, including the identity of a CIA operative. You know, I know we talk about special prosecutors, but enough of that. I don't want new prosecutors, I want prosecutions. Stolen and destroyed records, violations of national security laws, you name it, Judicial Watch has compiled more than enough evidence to justify the lawful arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Hey, do you hear that, guys? We do. We were saying this just the other day, Shady. We have it all. And there's enough public information out there, Shady, you know?
It's all in the public atmosphere. That's what's so frustrating about all this, is that none of this information is like hidden under rocks in the, at the county seat.
Oh, and Sandy wants one of these. Ready? Boom. Shakalaka.
Give it to her.
There you go. Word. All right. So, we do. And Q Beverly, and all you people out there that call me intheMatrixxx, if I sneeze, if I fart, if I cough, you're gonna hear it, because I'm not muting, because I'm not gonna be intheMatrixxx ever again.
He's not gone mutiny.
Oh, swallow up. Tom Fitton is the boss.
Just adds the texture of the show.
Texture. Texture. Oh my gosh, so funny. Oh gosh. So we got all that, guys. Oh, that's happy hunting. That's okay. Look at this, guys.
You heard the crowd clapping there.
Yes.
And that is the way that everyone feels. Like, everyone is sick to death of having to go through and jump through all these hoops to be in business and to live your life, and to watch these corrupt politicians just run rimshot over every law and every procedure. They're shredding our Constitution right now with this impeachment garbage. At least the Republicans are in alignment and steadfast. If the Republicans were getting soft-kneed like they usually do, we would be in a whole world of hurt right now. That's
right. Pseudonym has a question from one of our folks there. Is one of the foundations supported by the Swedish royal family? Well, Halt, actually, if you Google Halt and Swedish royal family, you'll see that he bribed them. Basically, he allowed them to take his plane and stay at a place that he has in Colorado. So people were thinking that it was bribery. Very, very interesting, right? Also, Kiwi is telling us here to look at, is this where the Eiffel Tower is? Yeah, right? This is it. And Kiwi is saying that this is basically a Mayan figure. If you look at, let me make it a little smaller. See that? Very interesting. And at the bottom, that looks kind of phallic, doesn't it? All right.
Seems to be a little bit of what they like to worship.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vernon Peters says, why the last three posts have different numbers, 88, 89, and 90, but not 7 numbers? Because they were on Patriots Fight.
Well, because, one of them was on DCOMs, right?
Yes, board post numbers. See these? This is on Q Research. See right here? Where it says 7414768. These are on Patriots, not Patriots Fight, excuse me. What is it called again, Shady?
DCOMs.
Yes, DCOMs. That's right.
And just so people know, that's a board that only Q can post on. That's his own board. And then he makes his posts in the bread, which is the catalog on 8chan. So now he's cleared the board of DCOMs back to just the last post. So he posts there and then removes them and they get uploaded to the maps and stuff.
That's right. So Brilliant Anon has it's going to be biblical graphic basically, and if let's kind of go through this. We got Strzok and Page right at 1456. We've got our Donald Trump saying, "Wow, Strzok Page, the incompetent and corrupt FBI lovers have texts referring to a counterintelligence operation to the Trump campaign dated way back to December 2015. Spygate is in full force. Is the mainstream media interested yet? Big stuff." And then this is what Q says. He has a picture. The Q team posts a picture. Class WW UK active, and it looks like it's the the carnival that goes down there every year. Good tweet meant to provide time guide. What event occurs in December in London? Think Hyde Park. Think previous pick 2 people provides time frame. Q. United States of Q. Thank you. Don't watch that circus. Come here and have some fun. Welcome, United States of Q.
Oh, you're going to see these clown cars.
Yeah, clown. Honk, honk. All right, so
they don't even walk tightropes or anything. They stay on the ground.
They do. All right, so 1455. Again, London picks previous year determined relevant 2015, 2016. Find the markers, streets, surrounding updates. UK SIS, which is SIS is intelligence services, right?
Yeah.
White House C_A FBI DOJ joint treason. You have a choice. SIS good agents. The time is now. Contact Windows good in Killbox biblical Q. Then we got 3649 that just happened, right? It's going to be biblical on the YouTube. Then we've got 3565 Godfather 3. It's going to be biblical, and links to the Pontifex, which is Pope Francis, that says, "Let us pray that the Lord will free the victims of human trafficking and help us respond actively to the cry for help of so many of our brothers and sisters who are deprived of their dignity and freedom. End human trafficking." Then there's a Rudy Giuliani tweet in the 3624. It's going to be biblical. The Great Awakening Q. That was 23 November 2019. And Rudy says, "I discovered a pattern of corruption that the Washington press covered up for years. I'm also going to bring out a massive pay-for-play scheme under the Obama administration that will devastate the Democrat Party." Do you honestly think I'm intimidated? The world is watching, guys. The world is watching. What do you guys think of that, guys?
They got his phone records.
They got him.
It's like, think about that. Like the Intelligence Committee went to get the phone records of Giuliani and John Solomon and Devin Nunes.
Right.
Devin Nunes is sitting right beside Schiff as the ranking member of the investigation on the Intelligence Committee, and even he was not immune to being spied on by the person who's running the actual impeachment hearings,
right,
or con hearings. So look at that. I mean, we had the most powerful man in the world, the President of the United States, under constant surveillance and attack from these people. They're going after all the congressmen, Doug Collins, Nunes, Meadows. They're going after all of these people. Like, how can we not define this as a deep state coup? I mean, that is exactly what is happening, and it is blatantly in our faces.
That's right. Sky Blue, thank you. I simply have to say again, guys, you're simply awesome. Are the best. Love you guys, and you're awesome mods. Simply the best too. Sky Blue, who's the best, Shady? Is it us or is it Sky Blue?
It's Sky Blue.
Yeah, it's Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Hands down. Now, what other people don't realize too, we're talking about the Pope is forced and everything. Is he really? Do you guys realize that this is the first Jesuit Pope ever?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand kind of the...
So let's look at the Jesuit oath, Shady.
All right.
"I furthermore promise and declare that I will, when opportunity presents, make and wage relentless war, secretly or openly, against all heretics, Protestants, and liberals. I am directed to expatriate and exterminate them from the face of the whole earth, and that I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that I will hang, waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bury alive these infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs and the wombs of their women, and crush their infants' heads against the walls, in order to annihilate forever their execrable race. That when the same cannot be done, openly, I will secretly use the poison cup the strangulating cord, the steel of the poniard, or the leaden bullet, regardless of honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the person or persons, whatever may be their condition in life, either public or private, as I at any time may be directed to do so by any agent of the Pope or superior of the Brotherhood of the Holy Faith of the Society of Jesus.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. So that's your Pope, guys. He's a Jesuit.
Mm-hmm.
People need to understand what that means. Know your history.
And know how our history was usurped and what's really at the head of the Catholic Church.
Wow, anger much? No, this makes me happy, Sandy. I'm happy. I love the Jesuit oath.
I like that they've been trying to subvert my Constitution for 150 years already.
I just read it how they meant it.
It's kind of how it comes across. It's a little rude.
And if you ever notice any of the Society of Jesus Jesuit statues, they're always head stomping. There's always somebody stomping in the head. So the symbolism will give them away. And again, this is not an attack on anybody that is Catholic, okay? This is an attack of the people that are controlling all of us, the corruption within an entity or a body or whatever. You feel me?
Organization.
Right. Right. And that's what people need to realize.
Secret society is repugnant.
Right.
The very idea.
Right. So to understand Pope Francis, you first have to understand the Jesuits. I mean, that's very, that's pretty much, pretty much the deal. Here he is right here. Pope Francis Bergoglio, Jorge Mario Bergoglio. He is from, where is he from? Argentina, right? He stood down, Buenos Aires, Argentina. They want everybody to be a third world country like Argentina.
You cannot make the whole world a first world country is their theory, because then they would use up all their resources. So the idea is to make the whole world a third world country. Then you can own everything and control all the quote unquote sheep.
That's right. That's right.
It's really hard to control the sheep whenever the sheep have independence from the farmer.
Right.
Who is the farmer?
And then you say, Matrixx, they don't have head stomping things. Okay. Is this head stomping?
That was head stomping.
That's head stomping. There it is again. There's another one. That's
there's another one.
Head stomping.
Yeah. Is there more?
There could be. Yeah, there's more.
Oh, there's another one.
There's they don't like that's not a head stomp though. That's not a head stomp.
Head stomping to do here. Nothing going on.
Nothing to head stomp. Don't get all excited. Guys, I'm just saying, guys, we need to understand history in order to help it. You guys are amazing.
If you're going to go to the trouble of creating a rock statue depicting head stomping, you might as well stand behind it.
Right? Right? Trump card, you guys are amazing. We are winning. Thank you, Trump card. God bless you. Yeah. I mean, guys, it's going to be biblical. And this is why, guys.
Yeah, the reason it's biblical is because it's all of them, Matrixx. It's every single organization cooperatingly working together against the people of the world. Once we put them all in the same pot, they can't go anywhere. We're putting them on a farm.
That's right. And it's interesting, too.
Isolating them.
We got Anna saying they found a way to get rid of Benedict. It was weird. Well, what's interesting is that you don't just resign as a pope.
Nope.
So he's actually still a pope. We got 2 popes.
That's exactly right.
How many popes you got? I got 15 popes, man.
Got 3 in my back pocket.
I got 3. I got a black pope. I got a white black pope, a Benedict pope, and a Jesuit black pope.
And
Very interesting.
The pope.
Yeah. So I just want you guys to understand that for Dutch Q Patriot, das nicht goed. All right. How was that, Dutch Q Patriot? Did I do good? That's not good, is what
Pretty
I said.
good. I thought that was excellent.
Thank you. I mean, I'll get it from, the actual Dutch person. Sandy says LMAO. But yeah, Anna, I mean, not many people do know that. And that's why we're here to just kind of say, hey, look, but don't take my word for it.
Yeah, I understand that Bill Barr is Catholic, Jennifer, but that's, we're not about, this is not about anti-Catholicism.
Yeah.
This is about the organization that controls the church, not the people of the church.
That's right. That's right. This is not about, this is not about that. Exactly right. So this, POTUS got a little upset about. I was pissed when I saw this at 1:34 a.m. last night because I never sleep either. These are not allies, POTUS, right? They do not like America First, and the old guard is going down, folks. Check this out. Let's watch this. Huh. So Ian Bremer says this happens at every NATO summit with Trump. Every G7, every G20, the U.S. president is mocked by U.S. allies behind his back. They're not our allies, Shady.
They're not allies. They are old guard.
Trying to hold on.
And we are entertaining them on the surface as we take them apart on the subsurface.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, so
whenever Q said it's going to be biblical and he posts that meme like that, that we're not. Remember early on, Q said that it was only going to be X amount public. I think that we've shifted from that theory and we're going to put a lot more of it out there in the public square. I think that was a little bit of a soothing statement for the deep state that we're going to ixnay and just move forward with exposing all of it. And, guys, remember, we were covering the Trust the Plan thread earlier connected to the Pesur. The Pesur Trust bought the Vatican in the 1800s. They purchased it. Wasn't a loan, they purchased it. So understand that these guys have been using their height of power for very, very horrible things for a long time.
And let's see who's here at the meeting. So right here, Dutch Q Patriot, thank you. This is Mark Rutte. Right here on the left. Then you've got, eyebrow guy, another eyebrow guy, and Boris Johnson. Who do you got? What, you got the French dude, right? Boris Johnson that's on the right, Dutch on the left, and isn't that
Macron,
and then and isn't that the Canadian PM right there in the front?
Yeah, that's Trudeau, Macron, Boris, and I'm not sure who the guy on the left is.
The guy on the left is here.
Root.
You gotta. Yeah, gotta love it. So thank you, Dutch Q Patriot. Thank you. True dope, says Q. Be really true dope. Sadly, Space Cow says sadly. So those are the people that are, the strings are getting cut, guys. All right. Now this, oh my God, I think Andrew Yang enjoyed this a little too much, Shady. Ready?
What in the world is going on with this?
I can watch that.
Oh, that's enough. It's like, that must be his campaign manager.
Look at that.
It's like, you're going to be next. Kamala just went down.
And he's got his math hat on, too. Gosh, guys.
I am not sure that is appropriate for a presidential candidate. It's a little much there.
Is he drunk? I don't know what he is, guys.
I know that his campaign manager is not happy about that.
That's a full-service presidential candidate. Yeah. Yeah.
Full service.
Yeah, look at this. We know the office in style. No office opening is complete.
Who's next? Get in here.
Who's next? There you go, Shady. Handler's going, Tap out, Andrew. Tap out. Tap out. Look at Shady. Look what Brandon says. I actually, think this is good too. I voted for Donald Trump, but if he asked me to get on my knees so I could shoot whipped cream in my mouth, I think I'd politely decline. It's amazing what people will do for the promise of $1,000 per month.
I would have to decline that as well.
Sorry, POTUS. Love you, but not
going that far.
Right. Look at this, guys. Prince Andrew must testify, says Epstein's accuser's lawyer. Shady.
I would love to be a part of watching that.
Duke of York. Right? So we got that. That's the Duke of York. He's a dork. Oh, I made it funny there. I almost sounded like Huckabee. I almost sounded like Huckabee when he did his little rap. That was awesome. His little poem. By the way, guys, I don't know if you guys know that is Trump, our president, is headed to Hershey, Pennsylvania. We were kind of talking about Hershey before. I kind of wanted to, just kind of call this out a little bit, Shady.
Do it.
If you do want to go to the rally, here's how you get to the rally right there. I got the link there for you. It is on December 10th, one day after D9. Also, guess what? The founder of Hershey booked a trip on the Titanic, Shady. So,
he did?
Yeah, but let's look at this. Hershey. Guess who else lives in Hershey? President of the MAGA coalition, right around the corner from Hershey. So remember, Hershey is very close to where, Shady? The Second Mile Charity. And guess what? The Hershey charity had very similar accusations as the Second Mile Charity, which is Jerry Sandusky, which is your University of Pennsylvania. This is a East Coast child trafficking ring, guys. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, Hershey's has a large background in nefarious activities.
Yeah. So if you take away anything from this piece, the reality is that the politicians on both sides of the aisle here, right here, are spineless, self-serving money whores who shamelessly profit off the backs of underprivileged kids and are some of the very same people implicated in child sex trafficking on the East Coast of the United States. And here's Ed Rendell. He's Lehigh Valley Live. He was a former DNC chair, former government of Pennsylvania, former mayor of Philadelphia, advisory committee, Asia Imperial, author, America of a Nation of Wusses. And he was a Clinton supporter. Thank you, Ed, for your service. I really appreciate that. And by the way, I made Ed's wife, Marjorie, a federal judge.
Oh, how convenient.
What do you think of that? Right. So if you guys look at this, Ed Rendell had a crew of medical personnel traveled aboard a plane with 54 Haitian children who landed in Pittsburgh Tuesday morning. The orphans, who are all under the age of 4, will be taken to the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh to be examined by doctors.
Good Lord.
Yeah. This is what happens at Hershey, guys. And oh, by the way, the president of the whatever coalition, the fake MAGA coalition, his mom was a constituent there, and he actually tried to become head of it as well for the Republican, but they forced him to resign. This is the kind of stuff that we've got in his neck of the woods. Is this what he's hiding, Shady? So also we got concerns that the State Department, they had concerns about Rendell. Here's some WikiLeaks emails, guys. Okay. This is it. Cheryl Mills. Huh. We know her, don't we? Hillary. I'm on a shuttle. Can we discuss when I land? Let's see. Let's go from the bottom up because that's what you got to do. So here it is right here. They were talking about the article. Adoption agency, legal guardian. Buchanan. Just Rendell. There. So as Mr. Rendell is boarding the plane, this lady from the adoption agency is trying to stop our flight and says that we're kidnapping children.
Because you're kidnapping children.
What were they doing, guys? Press 1 if they're kidnapping children, guys.
They're definitely kidnapping children.
So this is what they were worried about, guys. 12 Bresma children at the embassy now.
This also plays into kind of going back to, you and I being a little bit older and what your perception was of an orphanage whenever you were young, right? And like the orphanages that they had, and now you understand the value of those facilities.
Right.
Because that is what they would do. They would take kids and put them in orphanages to get them away from their parents, and then they would auction them off.
Yeah.
So if you ended up in the orphanage past the age of 12 or whatever, you were just sort of unwanted.
That's right.
I mean, this has been, like I said, this has been going on for thousands of years, and they learned to use spells with television and programming to hide it, to prevent people from remembering generation to generation. Two world wars, plus all this stuff for the last 20 years since 9/11, has gotten everybody really far away from the conversation of what it is that feeds on us.
I mean, look at this. Look at all the ones. Thank you, guys. God bless you guys. And look at this, guys. So Cheryl Mills, right? She's SIS. She said, and also Facebook, I believe, correct? You should have received directly, but I'm pasting it in as the latest unclassified U.S. Department case. Here's the case number and the date, 2/26/2016. Not sure if there's anything we can do except let time roll. The governor appears unwilling to change. Maybe a potential New York Times story will slow him down. Regards, Pat. That's to Cheryl from Patrick Kennedy. Okay. Hillary chimes in, or FYI to Hillary. Hillary says, I'm on a shuttle. Can we discuss when we land? Preliminary update, Cheryl Mills. Okay. And that's that email there. But very interesting, right?
No, nothing to see here.
Nothing? Is there anything? Nothing to see here, right? So then we go down here. Here's the Milton School. This is the Hershey Trust Company, right? And there's more email. Look, there's more emails right here too if you guys want to check it out on the concerns about Rendell, who was the governor of Pennsylvania. The Hershey Trust was created none other than a famous chocolate baron, Mr. Milton Hershey himself, right? Unable to have kids of his own with his wife, Catherine Hershey, they established the Hershey Trust for underprivileged boys and orphan children.
Well, just go get some.
Yeah, open their eyes, guys. LTCQ, Patriot, thank you. Thank you, Q, for Q. The monumental act of goodwill and charity towards the most vulnerable in society was unparalleled at the time of its establishment. And then he actually died. Right there he is. Milton Hershey School is a jewel of the Hershey Trust. It houses 1,800 youth children in their academic program. It was founded in 1908. Shady. Enrollment 1,800, over 10,000 acres, 143 student homes, 3 instructional centers. Here's how it works out. The Hershey Company Trustee, right? Then you go down to the Hershey Foundation, nonprofit, which has the Hershey Theater, Hershey Museum, Hershey Gardens, and Hershey Community Archives. Then down to the Milton Hershey School Trust, which has the Hershey Trust Company that's 100% owned. The Hershey Company, which is 31% owned, Hershey Entertainment and Resorts, which is 100% owned, and other investments of various types. And then you go over here to the Milton Hershey School nonprofit. Here it is, the enrollment 1,700, 143 students, Founders Hall, administrative offices, visitors, reception areas, chapel, and an auditorium. So more than likely, you've heard of this Hershey Trust, but it's one of the, you've never heard of it, right? But it's one of the most wealthiest trusts and foundations and charities in the U.S., Shady.
Does that make you want to go get a chocolate bar?
Makes me want to puke.
Yeah, I would like to extend my thoughts.
Sorry, wait. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna play this as. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just wanting to recommend that everyone stay away from this food.
Yeah.
It's not food.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch while you're talking. This is it. This is just a MHSkids.org. It was just an amazing dream. Okay, and
think about that: 1,800 kids on a 10,000 acre campus. 10,000 acres.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah,
I live in the West, and that's huge.
That's huge, right? That's
huge.
That's huge. So there's the MHSkids.org, right? We talked about that. There's the YouTube. And today, the Hilton Hershey School continues the tradition of preparing students to lead productive and fulfilling lives by providing a cost-free private co-educational home and school for children from families of low income.
Ugh.
So remember the Sandusky, they preyed on low income single parents, right?
And if you're a young child and you're staying in an institution like this and you're being abused, do you have the power to say something to someone for fear of being thrown out or hurt or killed?
That's right.
You shut up.
So look at this, Shady. Look at this. Read that while serving as governor there.
While serving as governor, Rendell ignored allegations of misconduct at the Hershey Trust, such as excessive compensation, child crowding, including an unsuccessful experiment in creating 20 child bedrooms, and the luxury golf course purchase. Rendell's former chief of staff and law partner, John Etsy, was recently named Hershey Trust Company General Counsel. Were the Democrats preparing to make their own move on the charity, seeking merely to displace Republicans?
Huh. Now, I want to just remember, so we've got the Sandusky, we've got the Hershey Trust with this kind of stuff here, right? And then, do you guys remember back in, what would it be, 2016, 2018, there was a Catholic priest thing. More than 300 Catholic priests were expunged out of there. Over 1,000 children in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, a lot of them weren't caught. They were sent to other countries.
That's right. So you guys, you're following me, right? This is all connected, right?
These are the head stompers.
Yeah. So victims of clergy abuse in Pennsylvania receives a $2 million settlement, guys. That's they had, what was it, 300 priests? I can't remember. Yeah.
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 It was.
Yeah. That's in Pennsylvania, guys. Where are we talking about? Where's Hershey? So our president is going directly into the swamp, guys. And look at this. The 1970, the Hershey Trust assets were worth $200 million, and today the fund has swelled to over 12.5 billion US dollars, right?
Also, we were talking about the EF earlier. The EF is that guy is worth around 8 or 9 billion.
Wow.
You know, so interestingly enough, all these people that have contact and connection with children are so rich and privileged.
Yeah.
Including the royal families, all of them.
That's right.
Any monarchy established on planet Earth is based in this.
That's right. Sadly.
It's the truth.
So Tom Ridge, remember him? He was a board member of the Hershey Chocolate Company, receiving more than $100 million. He was the first DHS, guys, Department of Homeland Security. Tom Ridge. He earned $1 million. Former Attorney General Leroy Zimmerman headed the charity and sat on 3 of its board for the Hershey Trust Company, the Chocolate Company, and the Entertainment and Resorts Company, earning hundreds of thousands of dollars. Marietta, thank you for being you. Thank you. Is that Huizenga? Wow. Hi, Marietta. This is interesting. Zim's place, right? So these people, corruption and child abuse. The Milton Hershey School has a number of parallels to the Jerry Sandusky's Second Mile charity, where allegations of sexual molestation and abuse have been leveled against staff members at the institution. Meanwhile, national interest in the Jerry Sandusky scandal at Penn State could draw new attention to Hershey pedophile scandal that emerged in 2008. The perpetrator was Charles Coons, whose mother was a Hershey Group home substitute house mother. Coons admitted to molesting how many children? 17 children in the area, and used his access to MHS to victimize several of Hershey's students as well. In early 2011, MHS paid $3 million to 5 of Coons Hershey's victims, guys. Despite a 1998 sworn affidavit from the mother of one Coons MHS victims, along with multiple complaints from MHS children dating as far back as 1980, Coons was not arrested until 2008. And even by a neighboring town's police force on the basis of acts committed beyond Hershey, Coons had continued molesting children in the area for the decade after 1998, eventually pleading guilty and receiving a sentence of 35 to 100 years, guys.
It's very interesting to see like people out there that understand this whole Sandusky thing. You know, the media painted that like it was just this one guy. He wasn't connected. He was at that school on that coach of that team for 30 years or something. But It's just him. It's just these couple of people. But you know, through this, we know all of these organizations, all of these children's schools, all of these children's centers, all of these organizations that proclaim to help and advocate for children and collect large donations are corrupt.
Right.
They're corrupt. The money is not going to the kids. Some of it they have to put towards them, but expenses are increased so that they can take the money. They're just taking the money and then they're harming the children.
Right. So you see that we have the sauce on all of this in this article. That's why I'm presenting it to you today, because they are very well sourced.
So this is a great article.
Okay.
I was digging into this deeper last night. So really well put together. You know, lots of stuff from multiple different reference materials is brought together here. It's really good.
So look at this. Jimmy Seville, multiple children's hospitals and charities. Lawrence King, Boys Town, Franklin scandal. Jerry Sandusky, Penn State, Second Mile. And let's bring in the CEO of Merck that had to save Penn State, guys. Brackets and jackets. It's all Who is Epstein? They're all Epstein. Mr. Coons, Milton Hershey School, Douglas Perlitz, Hayton Orphanage, Order of Malta, guys.
Secret societies.
Yes.
The very idea of secret society is repugnant.
That's right.
In a free and open.
So Shady, we're going to do the brackets and jackets. It's all connected. This is the Epstein edition. I love it, guys. That's it. I love that beat, by the way, that Cappy did in that brackets and jackets. So, guys, I'm telling you right now that there's something really stinky in Pennsylvania. I think we've all known that. I hope this kind of just maybe, opens your eyes a little bit.
And gives you something to share. This is all, understand, this is not just for us to tell you. This is for you to share this information with people who are asking questions.
Right.
This is not for you to share this information with people who don't want to know. But
now,
if you have people asking questions, pass it along.
Now, Shady,
it wakes people up quickly.
That's right. And Shady, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, my friend, but look at this, Shady.
This is big because he didn't go, right?
He didn't go.
Wonder why.
So he basically, in 1911, Milton S. Hershey, the founder of Hershey Chocolate Company, put down $300 deposit. Do you know what that was in today's money?
About probably close to $5,000 or something.
$7,281 as of 2013.
All right, then it's more than that now.
Look at that, Shady, right? So basically, it is not certain what caused Hershey to abandon the Titanic trip at the last minute. As the company
he got a telegram from J.P. Morgan.
Right? The company will only say that he found it necessary to return to the United States earlier. From a telegram, dude. There are two theories.
J.P. Morgan was what had a ticket and didn't get on.
There are two theories. First, a pressing matter at the factory required his attention. That makes sense, right? Second, his wife Kitty had fallen ill, resulting in an early departure. Both stories, of course, they have weight, right? But very interesting, Shady. And why do we? Here we go. John Piermont Morgan was an old financier who is credited for saving the United States banking system in 1908. Yes, saving.
Oh, thank you.
He also had a hand in creating what? General Electric for the Pacers and U.S. Steel.
Huh.
Morgan took an early interest in the Titanic and was even there for its launching in 1911. He reportedly had his own suite on board that came with a private deck, bath, and specifically designed cigar holders. Not bad, right? You'd think somebody so invested in the ship would have made that final boarding call, Shady. But Morgan was so busy enjoying his massages and sulfur baths at a French resort. Oh, God.
I mean, look how far back the propaganda goes, Matrixx. Like, we could see through this 100 years ago.
Here we go. Vanderbilt, Alfred Gwynn Vanderbilt, incredibly rich Anderson Cooper Vanderbilt family, was also booked to ride on the Titanic to return to the States after trip. Right? He canceled last minute for unknown reasons. So many newspapers reported that he was only one of the casualties of the sinking ship, but unfortunately for Vanderbilt, he didn't avoid a death at sea. There 3 years after the Titanic sank, Vanderbilt boarded the Lusitania. Oops. And a German U-boat sank it. Oh my gosh. I'm not laughing. I'm not. Here's Marconi, very interesting. Father of radio, had also been offered a place on the Titanic, but turned it down in favor of crossing the Big Blue ship on a ship that had a public stenographer. So that's here's J.R. Mott, right? Mott's.
So these people didn't get on the Titanic, and you got a Federal Reserve and all your money taken.
That's
because
right.
The people that died on the Titanic were anti-Federal Reserve.
Average Joe, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Martine Baker, thank you, Matrixxx and Shady, for all you do. No, Martine, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your modest pledge and of supporting this show. It doesn't take a lot, I mean, thank you so much, and we're just so thankful for each and every one of you. So here, Shady, you can read this.
We give to you.
Yep. This is post 187, 11/21/17, guys. Yep.
My actual conclusion is probably what's delayed me the most, as it's been mind-blowing. Understanding our country now, I totally get it. Current conclusions. So, Titanic, to Rothschild screws America by making our money worthless, to the crash of 29, to tons of new government, which doesn't fix the problem Rothschilds created, but a war helps, to the CIA, to everyone blackmailed with sex tapes, to media consumed CIA, to country forced hard left, to population, to puppets caused by certain patriots like Kennedy, Reagan, and Trump. And while they managed to kill Kennedy and outlast Reagan, enough lessons were learned that we are now finally ready to clean house and become America again. First time in about 100 years. Wow.
Pretty interesting, huh, guys? Hello. Right? Pretty interesting, guys. Now, let's take a look at all of the Titanic posts, Shady. I think I got something on here. You guys are hearing some ding-dings. Shady, here are all the Titanic ones. Are there any one that pop up for you that you want to take a look at?
Well, let's just read through this one right here. I don't see the number on it. The middle one there. I'll read through the middle one.
Okay. Let me just make it a little bit bigger, Shady, so we can read it a little bit better. Here we go. 142.
All right, I'm gonna read from your screen. How did Soros replace family Y? Who is family Y? Trace the bloodlines of these three families. What happened during World War II? Was Hitler a puppet? Who was his handler? What was the purpose? What was the real purpose of the war? What age was George Soros? What is the Soros family history? What has occurred since the fall of North Germany? Who is Angela Merkel? What is Angela Merkel's family history? Follow the bloodline. Who died on the Titanic? What year did the Titanic sink? Why is this relevant? What exactly happened to the Titanic? What class of people were guaranteed a lifeboat? And why did select individuals not make it into the lifeboats? Why is this relevant? How do we know who was on the lifeboats, D or A? How were names and bodies recorded back then? When were tickets purchased for her maiden voyage? Who was specifically invited? Less than 10? What is the Fed? What does the Fed control? Who controls the Fed? Who approved the formation of the Fed? And why did Hollywood glorify Titanic as a tragic love story? Who lived in the movie? What man? Why is this relevant? Opposite is true. What is brainwashing? What is a psyop? What happened to the Hindenburg? What really happened to the Hindenburg? Who died during the accident? Why is this relevant? What are sheep? Who controls the narrative? The truth would put 99% of the people in the hospital. It must be controlled. Snow White, Iron Eagle, Jason Bourne, CIA Dream. Q. Wow. That ship going down changed your future to what we have today. Without that event, America would be a different place, and there would have not have been probably neither World War, much less the second one. We buffered. Looks like I'm rolling. All right. Jeffrey, thank you. Map. I got it. They're saying YouTube's buffering. Is your mic on? Okay. They're saying we're getting some buffering out there right now, guys. Just back it up a little bit.
Oh yeah, is that better? I just refreshed my YouTube. There you go. Average Joe, I challenge all Patriots to match my 5. Thank you, Average Joe. He's got a challenge to you guys. Yeah, so basically this is Q post 128, guys. Are we better? Are we 5-5 now? Yeah, we had some buffering and some issues here. I had a stream that went red. I got sound.
It almost knocked us offline, I think, but I think we're good.
I got sound. Am I okay? Check, check.
Everybody's saying 5-5. I think we're rolling.
All right, 5-5. It's better now. Okay, audio is good. Thank you, Dave P. Thank you, 5-5ers. Q Phenomenon. All right. Hi, Matrixxx is back. I wasn't in the Matrixxx, I promise.
No, that was a buffering issue. I think that was like they're trying. The stream almost went down for me too.
Yeah, and my KBS went to red. Down the OBS there. All right, so this is it, guys. This is it. Trip added. The kill box is here. Maybe it's easier to see when it's a little smaller. I don't know. This one doesn't do it right, but I don't like the way.
It'll be hard to see from here, but this is
CIA is here. Pray is what this says in kill boxes. Right. Okay. So this is the graphic. Q post 128, guys. Trip added. Coordinated effort to misdirect. Guide to reading the crumbs necessary to continue. Attached graphic is correct. Linked graphics are incorrect and false. Graphic is necessary and vital. Timestamps and order is critical. Review graphic in full each day. Post news release. Learn to distinguish between relevant and non-relevant news. And I think we're doing, all of us out here, Rocket Girl, thank you, are all doing a great job out here. Did I miss somebody? I got United States of Q. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you. Disinformation is real. Disinformation is necessary. U.S. MLNG, National Guard Military, National Guard 1, false SA true. Why was this necessary? What questions were asked regarding SA prior to SA events? Why is this relevant? Think mirror. Look there or here or there. Truth is behind you. What is a map? Why is a map useful? What is a legend? Why is a legend useful? What is a sequence? Why is this relevant? When does a map become a guide? What is a keystone? Everything stated is relevant. Everything. Future provides past. Map provides picture. Picture provides 40,000 foot view, and that 40,000 foot view versus is classified. Why is this map useful? Think direction. Think full picture. Who controls the narrative? Why is this relevant? What is a spell? Who is asleep? Dissemination. Attention on deck. There's an active war on for your mind. Be prepared. Operations underway. Operators active. Graphic is essential. Find the keystone. You. Moves and counter moves. They never thought she would lose. Snow White, Godfather 3, Iron Eagle, Q. Wow, guys. Snapper, thank you. Christabel, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Shady, what do you think of all those?
I think that this is the I think that the first 127 posts or whatever before this are a story, and it's separated and sort of mixed up into the drops.
I love Norwood.
It doesn't read like a story.
I cue Laura Norwood, Shady. I cue her, him, them.
I cue her.
I cue you. There you go. So this is, we can make it big, guys. This is actually very readable. Okay. Grandpa C's game. Look at Grandpa C's game. That's awesome. So you can actually read these, guys, and we've actually read some of these, most of them, Shady. Remember, we went through this.
We went through almost all of these. The first 128 really do paint the story.
They really do.
Because this is, a lot of the stuff that we're reading that's prior, I think, to mid-December 2017 or so was the story. This was all of it. The corruption, Uranium One, North Korea, Titanic, Deep State, Federal Reserve, everything included in these first drops is part of the reason a lot of us who were seeing this real early were understanding how legitimate the drops were and how impactful this was going to be on the world we live in.
That's right. And I want to thank Vincent for PayPal. Thank you, Vincent. 20 Vincent. Wow. You guys, this has been an amazing show. Let's see. Has Q post? We haven't had a Q post. Maybe they're
no Q post today, my friend.
Maybe they're flying, Shady.
He may be traveling right now.
Q maybe, because I do think that Q was telling us that he was in Paris. They were in Paris. We always say he, but we know that Q is about 10 people, right? 3 non-military. That's all that we've got, and that we know that the Q clearance is DOE. You know, we know certain things, and we don't know other things. If that makes any sense.
Are you being like Rumsfeld? What we know is we don't know that we know. And what we know, we don't know.
I don't
that
know.
We know.
I don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. They're in the swamp watching your show to figure out what's going on. So the swamp is here watching us. What's up, guys?
What's up, Swampy?
Angel Fly. We are the Q Matrixx family. Oh, God bless you, Angel Flies. You're amazing. And Ann speaks so highly of you. Debbie Fong. Thanks, guys. Oh, my gosh. Shady. What's going on here? I love you all.
Red pills.
Red pills for all my friends, guys. I want to play you guys something. I think we need to realize when we got these, this fake BS impeachment going on. Oh, look at this. So, Average Joe says, I added a 20% off coupon for you to use code intheMatrixxx at checkout, guys. And that is on the Patriot pins, okay? I'll find that out. Thank you very much. Let me get the Patriot pins here again. I think I already, because when you're doing all this stuff, here it is. And then I don't have the patriotpin.com. Go into the checkout in the Matrixxx, exactly how he had that there. So go in there and check that out, or you can go into the. Guys, do the mods have that link again? I don't know, but check it out. See if you can do it for me, mods. If you can find it up there, I would appreciate it. I don't think I dropped it where I needed to drop it. Shame on me. But check this out, guys. This is Targets Acquired, guys. Shady, what do you think of that? That was pretty boom worthy.
I think that's guilty.
Guilty. And there's more than that, obviously, but that is Targets Acquired. We also have that.
That's some of our front and center characters.
That's it. That's front and centers. We do have that, a tweetable version on Twitter as well. And there's your Patriot pin. Remember, it's capital I-N, capital T-H-E, capital M. So I, a T, and an M are capitalized in the Matrixxx for your 20% off. Thank you, Average Joe. And thank you, Jackie, for putting that together. Best mods ever. Love you. I love this pin, Shady. Look at this thing. Look at how amazing that is.
That's awesome.
I want it. I want one. Heck, I want two. I want to give them away for Christmas. Get your Christmas presents, guys. Thank you very much for Average Joe. Thank you very much for
your liberal friends.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to sponsor our show. I really appreciate that, sir.
Yes, we really do appreciate it, Average Joe. Thank you.
I mean, we're trying to figure out how not to need donations, but we can, with you. This helps, okay? And I don't want to ask for donations. Again, we want to have a business where we're actually sponsored and making, good, better videos, a better website,
Producing
a better
content.
everything. Producing more content, right, Shady? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the perfect pin, says Charla. Simbo, you can get one. And we got the link there. You can go. I think Jackie will put that link on there. Oh my gosh. Oh, Tofnet. Tofnet, thank you very much. Thank you. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up. I only see 325 thumbs up. We got 654 people in here, Shady.
Very cool to have so many great Patriots joining us every day. I feel so blessed to be with you guys each and every day, and we're really creating a network here to base the foundation of a new awakening of truth, and that's what we're fighting for every day, everyone. That's exactly the reason we show up. Is the truth is hard to get across. So we're going to be very consistent. Stick with it.
That is right. And always remember, the truth is learned, guys. It's never told. Right? Yes, so sir. Whatever we say, whatever Shady says, whatever anybody says, learn it for yourself. Go Google it or DuckDuckGo it or however you want to go search for it. Go find it yourself. Patriot. Right? And that choice to know will be yours, Shady.
Yours.
All right, let me go over here. What are we at? 242, Shady. We got oh my gosh, we got Trinity.
Here comes Trinity, guys. Thank you so much again for joining us. Thanks for all the donations, love, and support, encouragement, and freedom fighting. More than anything, thank you, Anons, Patriots, for freedom fighting. Because good Lord knows we need more of them. So much love, Matrixxx. I'm ducking out first. Look out.
We are the digital soldiers. And don't forget, get over to Spotify, Amazon Music, get on iTunes, get JT's song, guys. Support him. That costs a lot of money for him to do, guys, just so you know. The video, VV did that video too. And here we go. Guys, we're going to head out of this Matrixxx. It's in the Matrixxx with 3 X's. But guys, don't forget, at Shady Grooove with 3 O's, X's and O's. Somebody asked, did Matrixxx and Shady know each other before the show? No. We met each other during this fight maybe a year and a half ago or over. But much respect, much love for my Shady Grooove. And yes, I had 3 X's and he had 3 O's. Those are hugs and kisses, guys. Much love to you guys. intheMatrixx.com. Don't forget to get your Patriot pin, redpillliving.com/intheMatrixx. Please help us out. Thank you for all your donations today, guys. Much love, and I'm so happy to be live. Peace. Hey guys, hold up. I forgot one thing, guys. We have a Patriot right here. Q Phenomenon. Actually, I forgot to do this today. If he's still here, I hope he sees this. Please, if you could help Q Phenomenon right now. Here's a GoFundMe. It's actually too long. Dang it. Why is it too long? Let me see if I can go find the share. But he's got a GoFundMe, guys, and he needs your help. He's helping his father, who's disabled. They're trying to keep their apartment for the holidays. If you could help him out in any way, here it is. And hopefully you guys got that. Guys, much love. We will see you tomorrow, guys.